What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jacob Restituto. I'm a musician from Northport, New York, and you know that I love watching other artists behind the scenes videos. Personally, I think it's a great way as an artist, as a creative, to get ideas, to see how other creatives do it, kind of just getting behind the scenes, kind of seeing what they're doing. You know, sometimes we can see these artists and be like, oh my gosh, it's so cool how they filmed that, and I'm wondering how they filmed that, and then they post it behind the scenes and be like, I would have never thought of doing blank, whatever that is. So I've learned a lot from watching these things. Hope you guys learn something too. Hope I can point some things out to kind of give some tips and pointers. Big Ed Sheeran fan, so let's see what we got. Best way to support the channel is checking out my own personal music.
We are on the set of Bad Habits music video. This is my first single off my album, which you don't know that it's called that yet.
Which is funny, like, I don't know why artists do that, like, why it's such a secret for so long. Like, what's the big deal? If he said this is called, so he's had multiply plus divide. I mean, it's guaranteed it's not related to that. But, like, the math anymore, because he had plus, multiply, divide. What else would there be? Subtraction, maybe? Regardless, though. What's the big? It's not like we're gonna know what every single song is gonna sound like by saying that name of the album. I just find that kind of funny. Humorous, that like a lot. It's not just him. It's a lot of artists.
You know I can't say no.
I get serious now. We're in vibes with this. This chest tattoo that he has, that huge tiger, is wild.
I can feel the paradise before my world ends.
I'm gonna go and attempt to have a pee with them.
Cinematography camera on this is wild. Like, look, you can see the bokeh blurriness on the side of him compared to focusing on him.
Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably
such a killer reverb in the background.
left to lose or use, or do my bad habits lead to white eyes staring?
Oh, look at that. Notice the blurring out. They covered up the liquor name. That is, it's a funny thing when you look at like branding and stuff like that, where they cover certain things up. They cover it up. That's funny. And they imply the Heinz ketchup, which we know he is a huge fan of. But did you know that he has a tattoo of them on his arm?
And I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, my bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you.
What was going on in this corner over here? Did you notice that? What's going on over here? The left.
Bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you.
So the crazy thing though is that they have to book out like a whole street corner and like whole section of, like, they're like, it's wild what they do. Like it's really wild, like the permits that you have to get for some of this stuff.
Every pure intention ends when the good times start.
These cameras are wild.
I'm just really enjoying working with Dave because I have never ever looked like this before. So I'm gonna jump down there.
Anybody know his name? Dave who? So I can go and reach out to him on Instagram, see if I can get him on it for an interview. Dave who?
And then I'm gonna jump out, and this is me, and that's not me.
Only know how to go too far. My bad habits lead to late nights and in alone conversations with a
Syncopation is so good.
stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing.
Let's see what we got. So, is that 9 hours of recording? So this is the white balance over here. Shutter speed. So the framing in 24 frames per second, 23.976. That is interesting. I'm surprised that they actually aren't shooting at a higher frame rate, which is interesting, like a 30 or 60.
Left to lose or use, or do my bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space? And I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two.
The tracks they build for these smooth moments, man. it's when you have these budgets, it is so wild the gear that you use. Sometimes I'm like, is it necessary to have all this gear? Can't you just use a handheld camera? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
It's true, my bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you.
I'm terrified of heights, and I'm about to jump off a roof, which I don't really know how I've been talked into. But here we are.
Like not even that high, but like this is like the one thing in life I'm most terrified of.
My bad habits lead to late nights and in alone conversations with a stranger.
Like 3, 2, 1.
barely
Oh,
know.
fuck's sake,
Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't.
It's amazing how that what you're able to do in post production to remove those lines and stuff. It's really amazing what
Left
you're
to
able to do.
lose or use, or do my bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space? And I know I lose control of the things that
The
I
song is
say.
about getting into a hotel room after a long night and smashing a cheesecake with Stuart. Go on, Nick, commit to it, man, commit to it. Come on, this is your Everest, son.
Habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you.
I love that he had to put the sunscreen on. That's funny. He was talking about that in an interview I was just recently watching, where he was talking about the he had like SPF 100.
My bad habits lead to you.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
For the courage on that one. Beautiful shot.
Does anybody know? Dave who? Dave who? Come on, we need to know. Is it in here in the basement? I was gonna say, the basement of the video. Come on, does anybody know Dave who? I wanna reach out. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, leave a comment if you did. Text me if you have any requests. If you just want to say what's up. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. God bless and peace out.